Brent is in absolute shambles, going all in on Loud, and we just decided to murder him. So there you go. He's dead. It was a good run. He was a good caster, but not time to move on.
Me and you, GB.
Hey, it's my time to shine. Finally, old man gets the opportunity. All right, guys, enough about this shenanigans. Let's talk about... Guys, what an incredible... Of course, we have Cryo. We have Asuna here joining us today. Congratulations. First things for you, man. What did you eat this morning that turned you into a beast?
Half a Chipotle bowl.
Half a Chipotle for breakfast?
Well, I woke up at 12, and then I didn't eat till like 2.
Okay, you know what? I'll give it to you. Duly noted. Don't think my stomach can handle that, but all right. Cool.
Yeah. I wanted to know, like, it feels like this year you've added such a aggressive component into your defense opping. You were, like, jump peeking them at yellow and just smoking them. Whereas I feel like before, when we saw you last year, you were kind of letting the game come to you a little more. Is this a conscious thing? Is it confidence-based? Like, do you feel like there's that development in your game?
I think it's just a feeling thing, to be honest. Every time I go for like any jump peaks or anything like that. Also just based on how I'm feeling that day, just my confidence overall.
Yeah, your Icebox game, last time we saw it, was also nuts, but we'd only really seen you play it once. Is that just a map that you enjoy going nuts on?
Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite maps right now to Scrim. I just really enjoy playing it, yeah.
Yeah, it's working out for you.
Yeah, we've been playing a lot of raised maps recently, so he's been complaining a little bit. But now we got him on a jet map. Last two, we said when we finished the veto, last two maps were Ascent and Icebox, or Icebox Ascent.
Yeah.
And even if I didn't show up, I knew my go would had me.
I love that. I love the confidence. Actually, well, I mean, dude, I've been casting you as a part of this 100 Thieves team for years at this point. So it has been a minute, and you've been slowly building up. How does it feel to be in this position with this team now? Because it's just, you look at like the rosters that you were a part of leading up to this. I mean, we're talking night and day, not to disparage them, but there's a clear change in your game, but also the dynamic of the team, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think definitely have a similar atmosphere from last year, as in like camaraderie, or even like 2 rosters ago as well. Definitely feels like, you know, we're all friends and, you know, we just do stuff together and it's just nice.
Is there a lot of pressure on you being the long-standing guy on the roster or no?
No, more pressure on Boostio.
Okay.
Just because that guy keeps talking.
He can't shut up, to be fair.
Let's keep talking. My head keeps going back to the fact that he was talking smack about the Chinese teams and you're looking to try to qualify for Shanghai.
Yeah.
that is going through my head.
So good luck.
Yeah, we do not associate with him on that.
Okay.
I am not a part of that.
He was saying he was worried if he didn't qualify.
So long as he understands the stakes, I think that's what's most important.
The other thing I was thinking about as well is that Bang was taking those Chinese lessons last year as well.
That's what Nate shot.
Yeah, have they been keeping up with them? Been joining in?
Maybe on the side. We're not sure.
We've been practicing too much. We haven't had enough time to keep up, but we might need to start practicing.
Yeah.
That's fair. Talk about the prep against this Loud team, because there was a lot of hype coming in for this squad. And Austin, I want to get your thoughts on this. Like, you know, you saw where the series was going. Did you guys always have that plan? You know, raise maps, go into some jet maps, give you guys a little bit of a buffer. Did you feel like you came out on top in that picks and bans? Because it looked really good for you, obviously.
Yeah, we had 3 days to prep because we didn't find out that we were going to play Loud until Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And we knew the 2 maps that we were going to play. And it was just a coin flip on whether they would play Ascent or not. So going into it, Tony and Mike's both had good ideas on what we should be doing on Bind and Icebox. Those are the 2 maps we went over in depth. Obviously, we skim over all the maps, but you know, those were the 2 we went mostly in depth, and they kind of showed. We had a pretty good game plan. We knew what small things we wanted to adjust for the KO on Bind, because that's a small anomaly. And then for Icebox, it was just a cryo show. We just, you know, take fights.
Yeah. I want to talk to you a bit as well about the fact that there's been so much community criticism about you in particular. Like the fact that you were playing Raze at the beginning of the year and the whole team looked a little out of sync with how you were entering. And then also the comms videos where people were just clowning on the fact that you were giving your comms in such a enthusiastic way. Like, what's your perspective about how that shifted into you now looking like you're super in sync with the rest of the team and dominating Raze maps? Like Bind and Split are looking nasty for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, some days when you play entry, you know, things will just click and it'll work out, and other times it won't. Obviously, I'm a little bit more aggressive than most, you know, people. So it just happens to be sometimes you double satchel and, you know, you're just in a hornet's nest and it's just tough. But yeah, things just worked out. Our utility was really good, and not really much has changed except, you know, we just got more depth and, you know, I definitely more confidence, honestly, than the beginning of the year, because, you know, be starting the year off, we hadn't won a game in like 9 months, like a BO3. So, you know what I mean? It's not obviously that's on us, but also at the same time, the schedule is a little rough for, mentally. Because, you look back, when was the last time I played a match? Oh, at my BR and then Sentinels, and it's like, you'd rather not really remember that. And then, not counting off season. But yeah, I think just overall our confidence level. I remember telling Tony, because we went 0-2 in kickoff, I was like, we just need to get one win. And I promise you we'll be a different team.
Could you tell that you were a different team after the win?
After G2, yeah, we were definitely hitting our stride. I remember telling that. But Tony also said, we can't wait for that. You need to get that confidence up right now. So, yeah.
Coming into the season, were you feeling like that as well? Were you feeling confident about this team? Because, I mean, the results speak for themselves, but, you being in this position, also you kind of like migrating a little bit between roles and stuff. Were you feeling confident here?
Yeah, I think I've always felt pretty confident in this team. I mean, we were always playing like, it's just unfortunate. We play like Sen, like in their prime. We played Lev, teams like Sen and Lev. So it's just a matter of time. It was just about that first win, to be honest.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you guys got it, and now look where you are, one step closer here. We do have a question from Twitch chat. Orion's on Twitch. Yeah, sure. How does momentum and hype lend to the team's mental state? What do you do to pull yourself out of a bad vibe? That's actually a great one. Asuna, you want to take it first?
Depends on who you are as a person, I believe, honestly. With Boostio, getting loud, just screaming.
Does that help?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Depends on, for who you are as a person.
Have you ever had to tell him to be quiet?
Yeah, all the time.
Good.
No, I'm kidding. No, I don't think I've ever told him. I mean, he's just enjoying himself, and you don't want to kill the mood.
Of course.
So, yeah. I think, obviously, I enjoy it. It's really nice, because I'm also a loud person, and sometimes it's hard, just to be the only one. But with Boostio now, it's, like, really easy to, bounce off someone and getting excited. But, yeah, I think helps a lot. Yeah. Especially when we won the first round on round 4 in Bind with my double sheriff, and then we just win the 3v3, they TP, and then Sean gets to in Octagon when they were dropping out. I think like that was a momentum building round. Like we knew the second we won that, we were gonna be like we're in this half. Obviously, toe 3, anything can happen, but like when we won that round, it's like all right.
I think you guys went on like a 5-6 round run.
Yeah, I think we just won out. Or 8-4s. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. And what about for you? Is that how does these guys being the emotional, more vocal individuals help you out as a player?
No, definitely. I think momentum and like hype is really important. I mean, if you look historically at any team that had success in this game, I think there are teams that went on like momentum runs and they're just feeling like extremely confident. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a huge factor in VALORANT.
How do you keep you guys from not just being in a momentum run right now? That's a tough one, huh?
Yeah, it's a tough question. Obviously, showing up on the day is like pretty important to keep your momentum going, because tough starts are definitely, killing sometimes, but Boostio is really good at giving us confidence. And anytime we play attack also, it's like usually attack we have like the most confidence because of Boostio, like just the things he says. Like, the FNS clip where he's like, if you guys just get me 3 rounds on Icebox, I'll, and Boostio is the same exact way, it feels like. No matter what our defense side goes, as long as it's not like a 10-2 disaster, we will probably have a good attack and like we'll keep it competitive. That's how I feel going into every match. So it's just, how we show up on defense.
Well, I think so long as you guys keep that attitude going, you're going to be perfectly fine. So congratulations on a massive win. Let's go ahead and take a look at the playoff bracket now that 100 Thieves have managed to push past Loud, and they will be taking on Leviathan. Now, we heard Boostio talk some trash about wanting to take out Calm. It's, of course, par for the course for Boosty. But are you excited to get out there, maybe square it up with Aspas again? How you feeling?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think we always told ourselves, like, if we win this first match against Loud, we're going to feel, like, extremely confident going into our next one, and even our next one if we lose this one, so.
Yeah. There's a great shot. I mean, when we were doing the brackets earlier, and I said whoever wins the 100 Thieves Loud game, they're just primed to go on a run, because I think that was a really tough matchup, and once you get past that, you've got, like, the momentum to continue down. You get, like, multiple tries now as well. It's not just immediately elimination. You've got, like, some room to grow, so. I think you're in a great spot.
Yeah, you have to feel pretty good. Speaking of, let's go ahead and take a look at the standings as well and see where 100 Thieves are, as well as their colleagues over at G2, because they both picked up some big championship points today. Again, and remember, it's very important to note, you get that 1 extra point for each win that you get in the playoffs. So 100 Thieves with that 4 champ points, now sitting at 2nd in the Omega group. On the other side, G2 push past, well, Sentinel's in the standings, but, I mean, Sentinel has 9 championship points, but they have 4. So, looking pretty solid there. But But overall, man, these things are definitely shaking up. It's getting quite interesting to see how things unfold. We have our double elimination bracket that's going to be taking place here tomorrow. Bren was just widely wrong with his predictions.
He was today. He was today, but they were difficult matches to pred.
It's very true. It's very true. But guys, I mean, congratulations. Well deserved, and I look forward to seeing. What do you guys? Give me a little spoiler. You know, what's the score against Lev? You know, want to give me something?
You got that.
Oh.
The pressure.
I'll pass. I'll pass.
You guys are such good guys.
in here.
Yeah, I know, right?
Exactly.
You guys are such good dudes. That's why I respect y'all. All right, guys. Well, here is the schedule, of course, because the winner of these qualifying matches will move on to Masters Shanghai. First up, it's going to be Crew versus G2 Esports, and then Leviathan versus 100 Thieves. We just saw them on stage, looking good. We'll see if they can keep that momentum going. It seems like all signs point to yes. But that is going to do it for us here today. Once again, thank you to Asuna. Thank you to Cryo. Thank you to everyone for tuning in, to the entire team for crushing it at the start of playoffs. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place for some big matches. See you then. Thank you, folks.
Player standing. One enemy remaining. Viper down. One enemy remaining.
G2 gets the first match of this series of the stage 1 of playoffs.
One enemy remaining. Give me those back.
Moose left alone, stuck onto the spike, halfway through, picked off, and G2 with the pick on the right as they move forward into stage 1 playoffs.
One enemy remaining.
Nice, Matt! Boom! And then we will go to Shanghai. Let's get it.
30. One enemy remaining.
Guys are dialed in and ready. They want to go to Shanghai.
Via. One enemy remaining.
Cryo, cryo. Time's of the essence. They have to go now. And they will crumble. For the first time ever, they'll be sitting on the sidelines as 100 Thieves survive.
Such an insane